Hi, my name is Derek Franklin, and welcome to this short demonstration video where I'm going to take you through the copywriter's brain, give you an inside peek at what this unique learning tool is all about. Okay? So if you're ready and you've got a few minutes, I think you're going to find this video fun, and I think you're going to enjoy what you see. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me first of all start out by saying that I want to pinpoint a key difference between the copywriter's brain and some of the tools that you're probably familiar with. Now, a lot of tools such as books and seminars and DVDs and things like that you usually use to learn about copywriting, their goal is just to throw at you as much information as you possibly can, and hopefully several items will stick out of 100 things that get thrown at you. Okay? That's the typical approach, and some of those things are useful. Don't get me wrong. Books are useful, DVDs, courses, seminars, all those things are useful. But the number one thing is for you to be clear about the things you learn. As I mentioned on the sales page, it's a matter of quality learning as opposed to quantity learning. So the difference between the copywriter's brain and some of the tools that you're probably familiar with is that the copywriter's brain isn't about throwing at you 100 different ideas, hoping that 2 or 3 of them stick, or maybe even 5 or 6 of them. The idea behind the copywriter's brain is to give you clarity, to help you to see the art of copywriting in a totally unique way, and in a way that makes sense and you can see the big picture. And in this demonstration video, this demo, I'm going to kind of throw some comparisons as to what maybe you're used to and what you get from the copywriter's brain. So let's dig in, okay? Now, the first thing to be aware of is, unlike most books or courses that you're familiar with, which, for example, let's take a book, is that a book about copywriting might contain hundreds upon hundreds of pages of information, as opposed to the copywriter's brain, which you can see has been open on the screen. Copywriter's brain is a single page document. Everything about the copywriter's brain is on a single page. Now what you're seeing here is just a small portion, and I'm going to open this up and expand it, and you'll see it bloom as we go through this video. But it is a single page single page document. That's going to help you just stay clear about it right off the bat. Next, most books and things like that use just black and white text, right? You have a white page with black text and you're supposed to learn from that. Well, that's not real memorable, is it? The copywriter's brain, on the other hand, uses color to help you remember the different items, and it assigns color to different items about copywriting, such as this particular topic, before you begin a project, or this topic, mindset and approach, which is in purple, copy elements, which is in light blue, web copywriting red, post writing green, and so forth. And you're going to find, as you use the copywriter's brain, the fact that it uses colors is going to make the information even more memorable. Another item is that most copywriting books or courses, you don't see too many graphics that are memorable. Now, the copywriter's brain does use graphics. Let me open up this particular item right here, and you can see, actually, let me open up a different item down here about copy elements. And you can see that different items on the brain have associated graphics with them to kind of help burn the information into your brain, because our minds think in pictures, and the idea of having these pictures along with the colors are going to make the information really stand out and really make it memorable, so you can actually put it to use in your own business and your own copywriting projects. Another thing is that the copywriter's brain doesn't just throw at you pages upon pages of information, paragraph after paragraph, where a lot of it is just fluff. Okay, a lot of stuff if you could boil it down, it'd be 1/10 the size that you really need. So what the copywriter's brain does is it provides the information in a clear, simple, concise way. There's not pages and pages of information. As a matter of fact, if you select an item such as the information about headlines here, you can see that a bullet point list will appear with tips about headlines that are very simple, very short, Very clear, very easy to consume. Okay, not pages and pages of information that you're going to get lost in. Another great feature, because the copywriter's brain is a single document, you can see the big picture of the art of copywriting. And let me just demonstrate that. Let me show you everything in the brain in one shot. And let me expand the level and zoom out here. This is all the information in the brain. And you can see, once you get familiar with this, and I provide some strategies on how to consume this effectively, you're going to see copywriting from the big picture. You're not going to have pages and pages of information to get lost in, but you're going to get a clear idea of the different elements, how they all fit together, and you're going to have color and graphics to help make it stand out in your brain. All right, and in addition to the items that you see here, most of these items have notes attached to them, and these are bullet point lists that provide even more information. But it's all on a single page. Okay, it's easy to use. The interface that comes with the software that you use to view the copywriter's brain has some very simple controls that allow you to zoom in, zoom out, find information, collapse the map so that you can just see the details that you want. Now, one last thing I want to touch on is the content. What kind of content does the copywriter's brain have in it? Well, once again, let me zoom in here to 100%. And the copywriter's brain deals with so many things, from before you begin a project, and let me scooch over here. And yes, scooch is an official word. But we have information about before you begin a project, how to do research, how to know your prospect, studying human nature and psychology, especially when it comes to women, men, common psychology, getting into the prospect's frame of mind, how to get your client involved, knowing your copy's purpose, developing a USP, preparing to write copy, such as establishing a routine, getting into the flow, organizing your work area, and so forth. These are all items related to before you begin a project. If we move down here, there's the mindset and approach with all kinds of information related to how to tap into emotion, focus on the big idea, use AIDA, which is attention, interest, desire, and action. How to answer what's in it for me, how to be truthful and honest, watching your word choices, and I could go on, removing resistance, using metaphors and analogies, using simplicity, writing in an active voice. And if we come over here, I'm just going to look at one more because I want to keep this video short. But we have copy elements, everything from headlines to openings and leads and sub-headlines and bullets. And each one of these items, you'll see a little notepad next to them, and those are the different points that you're going to learn, and different tips, techniques, and tricks and concepts that actually delve into that topic. For example, if I click this right here, you'll see that I opened up bullets, and this has a whole list of items related to how to use bullets effectively in your copy. So that's the content, and there's also content related to web copywriting, post writing, some of the things that you want to do after you write, resources for copywriting, and also up here the business, how to get started and run your business. That's the content. So I hope you've liked this short intro to the copywriter's brain, and I think once you begin using it, you're going to see that it's a very powerful tool, very unique, and it's going to help you learn copywriting faster than probably anything you've ever used. So thanks for watching.